What a day today. What a day. You have two coaches. Well, I'm not going to put Carroll on the same level as I'm going to put Saban in college coach or any coaching. Saban, 7 natties. Rob just sent me 44 first-round picks. He lost 29 games at Bama. At Bama, he was 206-99, 8.77 winning percentage. He went 7-6 his first season and won no less than 10 games his last 16 years. 6 national championships at Bama. He won a 7th at LSU. They're talking about who's going to replace him, Dabo Swinney. Dabo Swinney had a great run. Good evening there, Josh. Had a great run at Clemson, but those days have passed. Now he's trying to catch up with the NIL, which I think is bullshit. He's not that guy. They're talking about landing out in Oregon, who, hey, he's done some good stuff there. Nobody knows the cauldron that is Alabama football. Now, Dabo Swinney played there, and, they got to replace a guy that they got so used to winning, they weren't even going to games. The fans have no idea what they're in store for. Well, you know what? They should contact New England, because New England can tell you what they're dealing with now, ever since the GOAT left. It's not the same. You will never have a coach like him. I mean, you had Bear Bryant, but even Bear Bryant didn't do what he did at Bama. I mean, he was dominant. 17 years, 6 national championships. And I'm trying to, and he lost to Clemson. He participated in a bunch of, that's what I didn't even look up, but he also coached that he didn't win national championships during his time at Bama. More than half the time he was at Bama, this was the longest drought. 3 years he had won a national championship? And I had another funny picture, but I loved how he got so, he's the antithesis of, and even comparing him to Robert Saleh. But, he showed his emotions on the sidelines, and he tried to be better with the sideline reporters at games and everything. But he's Nick Saban. Dude, what is, just unbelievable. I really, that's the thing I did not look up. I should have looked up. Let me look at Alabama football under Saban. Alabama, that's what I was trying. Alabama football under Saban, because I know they played in a ton of national. Okay, Bama football under Saban. Retiring. Yeah, he coached in more. Yeah, I mean, he got hired first season. They went 7-6. 2008. What'd they play? They played in a Chick-fil-A. Yeah, they were upset. Okay, I remember they lost that to the Sugar Bowl. First national championship in what year is that? 2009. So he won in 2009. 2010, highly recruited class. Oh, they did not. That was the year that they lost. Then they blew out Michigan State, his former employer. I remember that 49-7, the Capital One. Then they won a championship. So they won in 2000. He started in 2008. 2009 won, 2010 no, 2011 won again, 2012, 2013 they just played in a bowl game. Okay, they lost. I remember that because they had the backup quarterback Oklahoma who played like a freaking madman. Oh, they lost the kick 6 to Auburn. 2014 number 3. So they lost to Ohio State 40-35. And they defeated Missouri. And then, and earned a spot in the playoff where they lost to eventual champion. So they made the playoffs. Okay, so 6 national championships, made the college football. So let's say 7th. Then he won another one. 2016. So that's his second. So that's a second national champion. So he won 6th. That's an 8th championship game he got to. They lost to Clemson. Then they won again. 2018. So that's another one. So they lost to Clemson twice. So he won 6. Got to the college playoff against Ohio State, lost to Clemson twice. Wow. And then then they beat Michigan. That was in the Citrus Bowl. Then they won again. Then 21, finished with a 13, marked Georgia. Oh, yeah. Then Georgia won back-to-back, right? They lost to Georgia. Then they lost to Georgia again. Selected to go, they lost to first team Alabama with a record. And they lost. Georgia would defeat Michigan in the Orange Bowl and setting up an order rematch. Georgia would beat. So he went to 9. He won 6, lost to Clemson twice. He lost to Georgia. So that's 9. Okay, six natties. Played for the title 3 other times and lost in the playoff twice other. So in 17 years, he played for the championship. 11 of those 17 years, he plays for a goddamn championship. 11 of 17 years. Think about that. I know I did this whole thing right there, but I just, I had to put my head around this. And I just talked to my cousin Hal. I said, Sark is leaving. And he goes, no. I said, it's bad. I was joking. He goes, nobody wants that job. Who wants that job? Who really wants the job to become the next head coach? Now, a guy like Lanning at Oregon, he's a young guy. Dabo, I think Dabo had his run. I don't think he's had some of the same players. He kind of got slow into the NIL, didn't get the quality players he's had in the past, and it's hurt them. And they didn't have a great season this year. I mean, yeah, shit. They beat Kentucky in the Gator Bowl, 38-35, but what does that mean? And I know he just signed that, a couple years ago, the 10-year contract. They had a bunch of people on the list. That Aaron said, Kalen DeBoer. I'm like, he just got to Washington. They're going to lock him up. I don't know if he wants it. I don't know if they want that pressure. They talked about, who else? Mike Norville from Florida State. Are you kidding me? Really? No, come on. They talked about Marcus Freeman. These guys will have big buyouts too. Marcus Freeman, he isn't, and Treetop will agree with me. He's still dealing with all the pressure of being the Notre Dame coach. I don't think he wants to come to Bama and try to take that on. And who else did I see? Dabo, James Franklin. It could be James Franklin. James Franklin can't beat Ohio State and Michigan every year. You think they're going to want him to come in and be their head coach? Bullshit on that front. You are never going to see a coach like him. Whoever comes in, good luck, because you're replacing a legend. I mean, 6 national championships, lost 3 of the times, and went to play 11 goddamn times they were competing for a national championship. And I got into a whole argument today with Rob talking about how I want my teams to be teams that win it all. That's what I want. I want my team to be competing. I expect excellence. I expect excellence like I do. Yeah, Lane Kiffin. I forgot about Lane Kiffin. Lane Kiffin. Yeah, well, they had their first 11-win season ever at Ole Miss. Right? Didn't Ole Miss, their best season ever. And you're going to bring that guy in to be now he's an arrogant prick that he could make that work, but that he wouldn't, yeah. And he's the kind of guy who would jump ship in a second. I don't care what they paid him. Yeah, they finished, they blew out Penn State. So what they finished the season? Yeah, the first 11 wins ever. And last 16 years, he won at least 10 games, Saban. Like I said, 11 times he won 6. Yeah. Vrabel gets, you see, why would Vrabel go? What do you think about that Vrabel, the firing? I thought that was a bad move on the part of the Titans. And now they are asking Mike McDonald, the defensive coordinator for the Ravens, who's never been a head coach at any level. And I heard they want to get permission to talk to Antonio Pierce. And then we had the whole thing with the Giants that Winkendale was pissed off because 2 of his assistants had been fired. But you can't sit up to coach like that. And the more I thought about it, talking to Rob and everybody, Jameis Winston, if my player went against me and ran a play, and I don't care how excited the players were, that would not flow with me at all. I would be furious. I would sit him down. I'll tell you, that would never happen with a guy like Saban. That would never happen with a guy like Belichick, Parcells, Andy Reid. A real Dennis Allen does not have balls, because that should never happen. That should never happen. That's a big fuck you to the coach. I totally don't. The more I've thought about it, the more I don't like it. Yeah, it was a terrible fight. I agree. Yeah, it isn't crazy, Josh. It's not crazy to think he might get the job, but they said that the Pats are interested in him because I just saw that the oldest coaches in the NFL right now. You just had, so Carroll's done, and listen, let's be honest. Carroll, to me, I will never forgive him for the 28-24 loss. I will never forgive him for taking out Marshawn Lynch. He choked there. He choked when USC should have beaten Texas. We didn't give the ball to Reggie Bush. He didn't give the ball to Marshawn Lynch. And a game they should have handily beaten should have won the game. And Brady would have one less Super Bowl. There's no way that should have happened. Shouldn't have thrown the ball in that part of the game. He wanted Russell Wilson gone. Great. 14 years. 10 years you went to the playoffs. You didn't go to the playoffs 2 out of the last 3 years. You went 9-8 this year. That team wasn't going to be playing for a championship. Hadn't won a Super Bowl in 9 years. Yeah, I couldn't stand them. Couldn't stand the chewing the gum, the rah-rah thing. Players, yeah, they love. Listen, the Jets did not give him enough of a shot. I will say that. The Pats got rid of him kind of quick too. And he is a very good coach. He's won, he was great at USC. They were a powerhouse. But there are things he's done that just perplexes me. That the Super Bowl and against Texas, both he had powerhouses. USC was a professional football. They were that good. USC was that good. I mean, Vince Young was a phenomenal football player, but there's no way they should have lost that game. There's no way. They were a powerhouse. They were phenomenal. Reggie Bush was one of the greatest college football players I ever saw in my life. Vince Young played the greatest game maybe ever that day. I mean, he was the best player in the field, but still, I thought who they were going against and what a powerhouse USC. No way they should have lost that game. And they did. And they should have won back-to-back the Seahawks, getting fancy at the goal line when you have Marshawn Lynch, who's a freaking bull. Let him run in. If you can't get 2 yards or whatever at that point, then you don't deserve to win. But you got Marshawn Lynch, who it was a beast, and not use him. And now they're saying Dan Quinn, Super Bowl 51, you're up 28-3. The stink has never got off him. He is a defensive coordinator. He is not a head coach. He is very good at what he does. And what he's very good at doing is calling the defense. As a head coach, I don't want him. He goes there, they're going to suck. They will suck. They're going to suck for a long time. And that's another thing. Seahawks fans got spoiled. 10 playoffs, 14 years. Look at the Jets. They haven't made anything in 13 years. Giants. You talk about local teams. We haven't done shit in a long time. And I know Rob says, and Rob brought up what about the 2019 Bucks? Dude, that's one fucking year. And he goes, well, I'll take the two championships in 15 years. Yes, anybody would. Anybody would. But you're talking about, what about all the other years in between? And I want sustained excellence. I want to feel that we can compete for a championship every year. I don't want us winning a championship like the Rangers, 94. Haven't been back. Well, they were 2015, they went to the 14, 15, they went to the finals. That's it. The Mets, 86, 2015. I mean, come on, guys. Come on. I know, okay, you made playoffs here and there, but, not like a 5-year run. I was talking about the Oilers with Gretzky won 4. Messier won 5 there. That's a run. Islanders won 4 in a row. That's a run. You talk about even the Bills going to 4 straight Super Bowls. That's a goddamn run. And they were consistently good for years. Like, the Lakers with Kobe. I mean, he was there they had a couple down years, but they were competing almost every goddamn year. And he said, well, rebuild. Yes. I call it more restock. The good teams restock. They don't rebuild. And you have a great front office. They said Schneider with Seattle. He's going to be taking over. They said Carroll's going to be an advisory role, but it sounds like maybe he wants to coach again. Okay. There's a lot of job openings out there. Maybe he'll take a job. He's a young 72. I don't want him. I feel like, he had a nice run. I don't think he's had a great, and that's the thing too. How many of these guys, he had a defense, the Legion of Boom. He had Russell Wilson on a rookie contract. It all worked out. And they should have won 2 Super Bowls. Cowboys, Jimmy Johnson came in and got his 3. He got Smith, he got Irvin, and he got Aikman. And it worked. And then he got defense. And he brought in Charles Haley. And Charles Haley kind of solidified everything. But everything that could fall into place, getting rid of Herschel Walker, fell into place. And he won 2 straight Super Bowls. And, the ego train with Jerry Jones, which ruined the team for me. I was never the same. I never rooted for them the same. I was done. So, yeah, Rangers 2015, yeah. And that's the thing. So Rob is going, he's going, anybody can win 1 year. Who gives a shit about winning 1 year? Great. You won the 1 year. Great. And then you have 10 years of mediocrity. So is that all you do as a fan is look back, wow, we were so good. And look at the Bears fans, 85. 85, that's it. You know what? No one's won, and they still are making money off that goddamn 85 season. And they're still drunk over 85. Guys, we're talking it's been almost 40 fucking years. I would say let's get moving on. Let's get, it's great to have the memories, but I want something now. Like the Rain, I want something now. Mets, I want something now. Yankees, I want something now. Giants, Jets, I want something now. And nothing is happening. Nothing. They just all suck. They're all mediocre. And, I said, Rob, that, you know why I am that way? I said, because I put so much fucking work into this goddamn podcast. And I don't know anybody else I know, of every people I know doing goddamn podcasts, can't say that they are on show. What number am I? I can't even remember. That's how many I've fucking done. That they're on show number 1469. I did 255 shows last year. And all I do is do goddamn shows. And I bring material every fucking day from all different kinds of sports. And if I can do that, I can expect that from my goddamn teams. If I'm putting the work in, I expect my teams to put in the same work. And you got a total shit show with the Jets. Aaron Rodgers played 4 goddamn snaps last year. Who knows what he's going to do this coming year? And you brought back the shitty coach. You're going to bring back the shitty offensive coordinator. You got the GM who's made a lot of bonehead things with Zach Wilson. And you're saying that's what we have. So we got to eat more shit. You polish a turd, it's still a fucking turd. And same thing with the Giants. You go from the playoffs to Wink Martindale, like basically saying I'm done, like leaving, not being around for the player evaluations and everything. Let him go. Let him go to the Eagles. Let him go wherever he wants. You don't need a guy like that around the team. You don't need toxicity around the team. But you got to deal. You need a quarterback. The offense wasn't working. Saquon, go. You know, he's underfunded. Let him. He thinks he's worth the money. Go somewhere else, dude. Go somewhere else. And I know you need a line. You got to draft a line. You got to protect the quarterback and get to the quarterback. The only guy locally that made the Pro Bowl by the players was Dexter Lawrence. That's it. That's it. And when you hear Garrett Wilson saying that this year was rough, I get nervous. They got to hold on to that guy. The Jets have to hold on to Garrett Wilson. You don't want to lose him. You lose him, you're in trouble. And I think the Jets should trade down, get more draft picks. Don't choose the best player available. You gotta get that line in control, and you'll be hopefully you get 17 games out of Aaron Rodgers, but I'm not holding my breath. And you bring in a goddamn quality backup, not just anybody, a quality backup, and you see what happens. Yeah, I mean, we'll see. Oh, yeah, 5 snaps. Yes, Josh with the humor today. 5 snaps if you include the Achilles snap. Yes, that's a good one. I like that. Yeah, so I guess we're going to see Cartel Carroll said, this is interesting too. Saban retiring means any Bama player can enter the transfer portal in the next 30 days, and Texas A&M just hired the Bama wide receiver coach, Holman Wiggins. So think about that. So he retires. I want to play for Saban. Saban has all these first-round draft picks. Now people going, I'm gone. And now you got to get a coach in there to keep the players. So this all has to happen. Bam, 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 bam. Now, was he thinking about this for a while? I still remember him talking after the game that he was watching Netflix, that maybe he just reached tip. I think this year was one of his toughest years. He didn't have the best team, and they competed for, they took Michigan to overtime. I mean, he did his best coaching job this year with that team. Losing to Texas, come back and beat Georgia, the 2-time defending national champion, undefeated, hadn't lost in the last 2 years. Well, I'm talking over 2 years, almost 3 years. Undefeated, 2-time defending national champion. Beat him in the SEC championship game. Greatest coaching job he's ever done. Ever done. He is a phenomenal coach. There will never be one like him. Never. Oh, and Rob has joined us. Yes, Rob. Yes, so that was interesting. I thought that was kind of crazy. So, yeah, he went 2 of 629 at Bama, which is crazy. Yeah, 112 wins behind Joe Paterno, 19-12 in bowls, 16-7 in bowl games at Alabama. Yeah, I talked about him. Yeah, Pete Carroll. Yeah, listen. Yeah, Rob was like he won all. Yeah, he won all those games. Yeah, I'm never forgive him for what he did. Never forgive him for what he did in that Super Bowl. The only college football coach that better than Saban is whoever the current. Yes, yeah, sure, yeah, Notre Dame, yeah. Lou Holtz, how you doing there? I'm Lou Holtz. I couldn't stand fucking. I loathe. You know what? That is the one school I never, ever, ever root. Well, I'm a Jewish guy anyway. Never gonna root for Notre Dame, ever. So I am glad, and I love my boy Treetop, but no. I know you're making a joke right there. That's pretty funny there, Rob. Hilarious. You're on fire today. Eric Spoelstra, 8 years, $120 million. $15 million. He still is making more per year at 16, but less years. He's only 53, 21-15. He's tied for the 4th seed with the Knicks. Jimmy Butler and Bam Adebayo for 22 games this year, and they're still 21-15. 16 years, he's 725, 506 losses, 589 winning percentage, 2 rings, 109 wins, 75 losses in the playoffs. He's awesome. And you know what? Rewarded. He just got divorced, so his wife probably gets half of that, but that's what you get divorced, she gets half. Well, some states. But I love Spoelstra getting the money. The guy can just coach. The guy can just coach. And I thought that was also. Now, I also saw today, because Company Jace always, those motherfuckers are going to, and I mean that motherfuckers in the nicest possible way. In the nicest possible way. They go all day. Rob says that's what I love about Rob. Rob is too busy to text me on our text, but he is nonstop on Company Jace. He goes, he's working. I'm like, dude, if you're working, you can answer my goddamn text, because every time I look, you're answering on Company Jace on the Twitter thing. And he goes, I'm busy working. Dude, you are full of shit, because I try to talk to you and I see you on there typing away like a madman. HTJ, typing away. And I go, dude, I just had zinger after zinger. And he goes, I'm busy working. I call bullshit. Yeah, you'll be interested to see what happens with Miami now, with that this roster is aging. Dude, yeah, what is it? Every roster is aging. Yeah, I'm on Twitter on my work computer. That's why. So that's where I stand. So Rob just showed me where I stand on the pecking order. JD down here. Company Jace way up here. It hurts. Yeah, it hurts. I'm crying right now. If you can't see my tears, there are tears coming out of me. Tears. Now, I thought this was interesting. They did not accept the Knicks disabled player exception for Mitch Robinson. Optimism is he can be back by late this season, which would only help the team, right? And maybe, they're 5-0. They play at the Mavs tomorrow. Fuck Kyrie Irving. Oh, and then he was wearing some New York hat or something. They lost. The Mavs lost last night. Mavs lost to Memphis without John Morant last night. And he doesn't give a shit. He doesn't care. Why don't you want him back? Why not you have a two-headed monster? Hardenstein can't play every goddamn game, dude. You're going to spell each other. The guys can work off each other. I don't think it's a bad thing. Depth is always good, especially the playoffs. What you use him for? Let him beat the crap out of Embiid and wear down guys, and Hardenstein comes in. That means you got 12 fouls to work with. So I'm fine for him for the playoff run. And him and Yankees Recap, both, my boy Yankees Recap is very excited. He feels this team could make the finals. He thinks this is a final team. OJ Anunoby gave he was like, yes. They talked to him after the game yesterday. They were saying OG. They held the guy, and I know Blazers aren't good, but I turned out, they have 79 points. 79 points. We got UNC at NC State tonight in a rivalry game. We have the game of the night. What did I see? The game of the night. I got to find this. That said, you have who's playing today? I can't find it. The Pistons. They said, forget the Super Bowl. This is the game tonight. You have the Pistons playing. Let me see. Pistons are playing Pistons Spurs tonight. You have two teams that are combined 8-64. The 5-30 Spurs are at the 3-34 Pistons. How about that one? That is awesome. That's the Super Bowl tonight. All right. Let me see. Okay. Tibbs will play Robinson a lot, and his lack of offense is a big problem. Oh, shit. That's what the only thing I don't like about Twitter, Josh and Rob, it disappears. Hart is close enough to Mitch defensively. Dude, he's not the same size as Mitchell Robinson is a very large man. I don't think you can compare the two. No, I don't agree with that. Hart is close enough to Mitch defensively to heavily outweigh the gap in offense that the two have. Dude, they're totally two different players. You're talking about Mitch Robinson and Josh Hart. Not even the same. They don't even play the same position. It's a different thing. He's not going to go against Embiid. He's not going to go against who else? Who else we got? He's going to guard Giannis. If Giannis comes in the paint, you're going to want Hart instead of Mitch Robinson in the paint against him? I don't think so. I don't think so at all. I'm going to go with hell no on that front. Hell's to the no. That's me. I'm crazy like that. Yeah, so now they have the oldest coaches by age. Bill Belichick is 71. Andy Reid is 65. Harbaugh is 61. Mike McCarthy, 60. And Todd Bowles is 60. Yeah, okay, great. So they're old farts. Yeah, Nick Saban is done. I saw that. I was like, yeah, wow. I was like, wow. Yeah, now it's like, wow, for Chris Lowe was the first guy to report it. That was crazy. Yeah, forget the NFL playoffs, the real Super Bowl. That is the Super Bowl tonight. Spurs at Pistons. Basketball you need to see. It's the longest tenured coaches in the NFL. Belichick's been with the Pats since 2000, but I can't see him back. Tomlin's been with the Steelers since 2007. Harbaugh is with the Ravens since 2008. Reed's with the Chiefs since 2013. Kyle Shanahan with the Niners 2017. McVay and McDermott if McDermott hadn't made the playoffs, McDermott would be off that list. Now, I just can't see Bill Belichick back. I just can't see it. Yeah, I don't. I don't think it's going to happen. Oh, and Seahawks coaching staff are told they can look elsewhere for jobs. The new coach will have full autonomy over the staff, and that should not be Dan Quinn. Dan Quinn is not a head coach. Dan Quinn is not the guy. Dan Quinn, that stink all over him from that Super Bowl 28-3 against the Pats will never go away from me. And I agree with Marcus Mosher. I really like Pete Carroll, but there were way too many games where he was just giving away points with poor decisions. I agree. I don't think he's the same guy. Now, I thought this was crazy. So UNC women's soccer team, which used to be a powerhouse, Mia Hamm, they won championships year after year. 21 players have left the team, either by entering the transfer portal, going pro, or graduating. 21 players going into next season. That is, thank you, Darely Tar Heel. That is a lot of players to be leaving a program. A ton. And Kawhi is not coming. We were talking, Rob was saying he's going to, maybe we'll go after Kawhi. They're opening a new goddamn arena, dude. That arena is going to be out of control, and they need players to be on that roster. Oh, Hardenstein. You still need a second guy, dude. You still need a second guy. I don't care what Hart is doing. Hardenstein is not playing 48 minutes a game. You can't play him 40 minutes. He was never that guy playing that many minutes. You need depth. You need a second guy. It takes pressure off him, lets him rest a little bit a game. Listen, you have played 5 games, Rob. You have, what's the record? There are 37 games in the season. You got 45 games left. It is a marathon, not a sprint. Plus the playoffs is a whole different season. You need more guys. You need depth. Let Mitch Robinson. Hardenstein is not. No, come on, dude. No. I totally disagree. Totally disagree on that front. And Kawhi's getting an extension, 3.13 for $152 million. Decline his player option for next year. They're trying to get Paul George. Listen, they're going to a new arena, and they need these guys. And tonight you got Minnesota, Boston, number 1 in the West, number 1 in the East. They face off today. I don't know who's hosting that game. That's what I was trying to figure out. Yeah, so they're trying to get Paul George under contract too. Yeah, listen, I don't disagree on that front. Yeah, so where's the Boston game? Boston game today is at, I thought hockey was tonight. I thought the Rangers aren't playing. They're playing the Blues tomorrow. Yeah, Boston is hosting. Yeah. When they say the verses, I go, can you just say who's playing, who's hosting? Can I get a who's playing who? So both players have a $48.7 million option. So Kawhi, let that go, George. Be smart. Why not? Ride this. Oh, and then Michigan sent me this. Connor Bedard, successful surgery to repair his fractured jaw out 6 to 8 weeks. 6 to 8 weeks. He was having a season too. Damn, he went right down. And Ramondre Stevenson cleaning out his locker room. He's fully healthy, and he's in a contract year. So what do you think? You think he's going to come in and kick some ass? He said we had the pieces to be at least an 8-9 or 9-8 team. Well, you did. Of course you did. Every player says that. We had but you didn't. And things didn't fall your way. And the Pats ended up having a very, very, very shitty season. And Mike Vrabel would be a great coach for them because it shouldn't be Josh McDaniel. Yeah, 4-13. Yeah, I think Vrabel should be the coach. I think Josh brought up a good point, but I don't think he wants to, even the Alabama job, how prestigious it is. I think that, what was I going to say to you? I think that he's an NFL guy now. He doesn't want to go, college is not where he wants to go. Okay, so Rob is still talking about the Knicks because that's what they're 37 games in the season. And Precious is our backup, and he's done a good. Precious is no Mitchell Robinson. Yes, okay. Comments from before. Yeah. I hear you. Yeah. I know, dude. Yeah. And Raiders blocked Patrick Graham about another team requested for another defensive court, same job with another team, and they blocked it. Patrick Graham, I keep hearing he's going to be a guy. So Kawhi from Shane Young put this up, 23.8, 56 from the field, 43 from 3, 87, playing the most efficient ball of his career. Great for him and the Clippers. I do not disagree, Mr. Young. I do not disagree at all. I mean, yeah, playing some damn good basketball right now. Dolphins are 0-10 in games below 40 degrees since 2017. Expected to be 0. Feel like -10 on Saturday night. So Ben and LG's kid, Benji, he put me in a NFL playoff pool, betting pool, but I mean no money. But I took Lions Chiefs in the Super Bowl. Lions winning it all. I said I'm going all underdogs. Lions beating the Chiefs in the Super Bowl. That was my pick. Here we go. Is it more Nick stuff? Let's hear. Here we go. Okay, okay. How do you feel about teams like the Raiders blocking assistants like Graham from interviewing for other spots? I think it's bullshit. I really do. I think that, well, I guess they want to hold on to him. That's a good point, Rob. That's good. But I kind of pisses me off. I feel like, I don't like it. I don't like it at all. What do you think? Yeah, I don't like it at all. I don't think it's fair to Patrick Graham, especially. Well, I guess he's also maybe he thinks, well, if Pierce gets the job, will he keep him? I would think he would keep him. But if he doesn't get the job, and they bring someone else in, he's gonna have to look for a new job anyway. People want to interview him. Yeah, I don't like it. No, that's a good question, Rob. You were right. They were good right there, dude. Much respect. Yeah. So yeah, the Dolphins are screwed. Yeah, Jerry Jones, worst thing to happen in football. How about New Balance, a new colorway of Coco Gauff's signature shoe, the Coco CG1 Primary Power, available January 12th from New Balance. I don't think somebody makes me. If I was another coordinator, a team blocking a previous coordinator. Okay, wait, I got to read this. Okay, if I was another coordinator, a team blocking a previous coordinator from interviewing would make me a little hesitant to sign there. So you're saying that if you're blocking him, that you're concerned about signing with the Raiders because you feel, well, you get the job and eventually something comes up and they block you, that you want to go to a team that's going to give you hey, you did a great job here. We're happy what you did, but other teams are interested in you. Yeah, take a shot. Yeah. Listen, you know what? I think a lot of guys are going to look now at the Dable in a way like, hey, you know what? He stood up. Martindale tried to do a power play with him, and he goes, that's the kind of guy I want to work with that's not going to play that shit. And I like, hey, Aaron has joined us. And I kind of agree with that. I think you want to, for other teams to make it look, you're a place that you want to go coach, not a place you're like, oh shit, I'm going to go there and they're going to block me. Rob, yeah, totally agree. Rob, you're right as usual. I'm just the guy here on the side. Yes. Yeah, I agree with you. Now, yeah, no Bills. Josh Allen is not all pro. I'm sorry. Josh Allen, you're not all pro. Yeah. Now, someone put this, Joe Vasile, that the University of Chicago has more Big Ten titles than Michigan State, Iowa, Northwestern, Purdue, Indiana, and Penn State, because the first ever Big Ten team to win 15 games was the 1899 University of Chicago Maroons. How about that? Back in 1899. I thought that was hilarious. Like 1899, where I wasn't even a thought. I was past, yeah. My grandfather came here to the U.S. in 1918, I think, 19? My parents were first generation, so I thought that was hilarious. The Chicago Maroons. Oh, and college football top games in 2023. Going by the numbers, he's there. How's Allen not all pro? Why? Why, Aaron? Why is he all pro, dude? Why is he? What numbers, dude? He threw what? How many? Okay, let's. Okay, how's he all pro? How's he all pro? This is the players voting, dude. Too. Okay, Josh Allen. Let's look up Josh, especially with the banged up quarterback. Okay, now all pro is NFL. We're talking about everybody. Josh Allen. Okay, let's look. Let's come on. Okay, here we go. Josh Allen stats. Okay, what did he do this year? Yeah, what he threw over 4,000 yards. I'm very happy for him. 4306. 29 to 18 interceptions, dude. 18. That is a shitload of it. That is not an all-pro quarterback. No. Hell no. No. So Michigan, Alabama was did over almost 28. And Michigan, Washington did 25, and then Ohio State, Michigan was third best. Okay, nobody cares about that, so I'm not going to keep butchering that. We're going to keep it going because I take pictures. I think to look at everything. So they had the 3 most watched games. Congrats to them. Thank you, Sports Media Watch. Now this is going to make all the Knicks fans happy. NBA, Favre threw it. Dude, we're not talking about Brett Favre. I'm talking about the 2023 NFL season. And yes, he did throw a lot of interceptions. I'm talking about this year. 29 touchdowns, right? Did I just have that right? 29, 18. He didn't even throw 30 touchdowns. It's an overweight stat. Let me ask you a question, Aaron. If you're throwing red zone interceptions, is that an overweight stat? If you're affecting your team getting points in games that affects you winning games, how is that an overweight stat? If you can tell me that, then I'll totally give me your argument. How is a red zone, and he throws a lot of shitty interceptions. This year, not as many, but he throws a lot of interceptions that lead to points for the other teams. Points off turnovers, to me, is not an overweight stat. He has been inconsistent all goddamn season. All goddamn season. There is no way the Jets should have beat them opening day. After he went down, that showed more to me how shitty the Bills were than how driven the Jets were. Because the Bills should have seen blood and beat the shit out of them that first game. Should never happen. Yeah, it only happened once this year too, my man. It only happened once this year. So that's what I'm saying. Only one this year, but he throws a lot of bad interceptions where he's throwing to guys. Yeah. All pro, you mean, okay. I got to find, that's what I was going to find next. Let me find the all pro list. But this was NBA leaders and plus minus this year. Hardenstein, OG Anunoby, Brunson, Randall are at the top 4 in the league. Hardenstein plus 125, Anunoby 111, Brunson 110, Randall 83, Porter, Josh Hart 6th. And then it's George and Harden from the Clippers. That's this calendar year. What's this calendar year? Yes. In 2024. Yes, Rob. 2024. Yes. That's what I was saying to you. Yeah. But think about that. Listen, you're 5-0. Enjoy the ride, dude. Enjoy the ride. Yeah, because Maddie says I swear too much, so I have to be. Now, for all you people worried about the MAC transfer portal, Buffalo quarterback Cole Snyder is off to Eastern Michigan. So I just thought you might want to know about the transfer portal thing. Jason Robinson has points in 9 of his last 10 games, is ready to skate in his 250th career contest when the Stars host the Wild tonight. Congrats to him. 118 goals, 156 assists, 274 points in 249 games. Needs 2 points to tie Joe Mullen. Wow. He's done pretty well, man. Yeah. Wow, that's a nice little run right there. Okay, here it is. Okay, so here we got the all-pro first team. Quarterback Lamar Jackson, I got no problem with that. No problem. Now, maybe he didn't put up the numbers other guys did, but and I know Rob's going to go, well, the most games, they won the most games, with the stats and everything, but I thought they finished the season strong. They won at San Fran. They beat Miami. Why? What happened with Leon Rose? Leon Rose is talking to they were all talking about Leon Rose doesn't talk to the media. And I'm like, who gives a shit if he talks to the media? Who cares? I don't give a shit what the GM has to say. I want to see the players play. They're 5-0, and you can't start nitpicking every fucking game. They're 5-0 in the new year. They got OG, and they are 5-0 since he came in. What else can you expect? What more do you want right now? But the nitpicking and guys, it's exhausting. I mean, it's just like, let's play the whole season. What are we going to do? Should we trade this and that? Guys, you got a good thing going. Let's go 20 games. See if they're playing shitty competition going forward. They have to win in Dallas. Dallas is not a good team. They got to beat Kyrie and Luka. That's a game they should win. And let's see what happens going forward. Yeah. Okay. So Rob has spoken that Lamar's okay. So running back McCaffrey. You'll weigh in what subject at a time. I don't know what subject we're talking about. Okay. So all pro CMC, fine with. Kyle Juszczyk, San Francisco, they say he's the best one. CeeDee Lamb had a phenomenal season. Tyreek Hill, back-to-back 1,700-yard seasons. Travis Kelce, no. Travis Kelce was not the best tight end this year. I thought he went down. I'm trying to think who would replace him. I think Kittle got hurt, but Kittle was having a phenomenal season. Ingram's really a wide receiver, not a tight end. Andrews got hurt. I'm trying to think the best tight ends right now. To me, Travis Kelce got a name, not in the season, in my opinion. So I'm not for that. Yeah. How about Sam Laporta? Good going, Rob. Sam Laporta set a rookie 82 catches, 10 touchdown catches, and now in a meaningless game, he's not going to play in the fucking playoff game. Like Dan Campbell, hey, dude, I know you want to play everybody, but to get Laporta hurt in a goddamn meaningless game infuriates the hell out of me. It really does. Especially when you're up. He caught the touchdown pass. He set the rookie record. Bench him. Sit him. You don't need him to play anymore. Let him play. He get a couple quarters in, but still playing him in the second half? Bullshit, man. No. Trent Williams, yes. Joel Bitonio, always heard good thing. Tyler Smith for Dallas. I think Kelce had a down year. I don't know if Kelce was the best center. I think that's another name recognition. Zach Martin had a good year. Lane Johnson, Myles Garrett, Max Crosby is 100% goes every goddamn play. Every play he plays his ass off, and he was playing with a screwed up knee. So you got nose tackle Dexter Lawrence. Dexter Lawrence is going to be, congrats. Chris Jones, he will be playing somewhere else next year. I would love to have him. Aaron Donald, I didn't hear much about Aaron Donald this season. I didn't follow really the Rams. I feel that's a name of recognition. I don't think he was playing as well this year. Roquan Smith is a ball hawk on the defense. I think it's Jackson, Dak, and Allen. But dude, you just said that Allen should be all pro. Oh, you're saying, well, of the three quarterbacks. Well, yeah, he definitely made an all-pro team. I think. Yeah, Dak had a phenomenal season. Jackson, yeah. And Tua. And I think Brock Purdy. had an all-pro season. I know you're going to say he's a system quarterback, but I like him. Yeah, Fred Warner, San Francisco. Quarterback's Deron Bland. He had 9 interceptions. That's why he's on the team. Patrick Surtain II. Denver, very good. Jamar Chase said Jesse Bates II is awesome. What? Going back? Oh, that's all I'm saying. Aaron, that's all he's saying. Yeah. All right, dude. This is all good stuff, man. The repartee works for me today. I'm all jacked up on Mountain Dew anyway, so you know how it is. Dude, you guys got to watch The Brother's Son on Netflix. I just watched it today. I was home. I binge-watched the whole freaking 8 episodes. It was awesome. Awesome. Just phenomenal. I'm telling you. And Aaron wants to watch Law and Order instead. Law and Order. I'm like, dude, hasn't that been on since 1932? He cracks me up. He's like, I gotta watch Law and Order. Got to catch up on my Law and Order. Yeah. Don't they only have 2 off-the-ball linebackers on that list? And no, yeah, that's what it seems like. You're right. There is no middle linebacker. You're right, Rob. Yeah, 2 off-the-ball, no middle linebacker. That makes, yeah, shouldn't there be 3? I don't know. All right, good point there. That's weird, Rob. That is weird. So Kyle Hamilton, strong safety. He's at Notre Dame. Congrats. Keyshawn Nixon, kick returner for Green Bay. Punt returner Darius Davis for the Chargers. He returned one. Jalen Reeves-Maben from Detroit. And Brendan Schooler from New England. Brandon Aubrey, 35-0, missed 2 in the final game. AJ Cole from the Vegas. And long snapper Ross Matashik from Jacksonville. So congrats to all you guys. Very proud of you. No Jets, of course. Well, why would there be? And Kevin Durant refutes reports of frustration with the Suns. I don't want to get traded until next week when he wants to get traded because I call bullshit. Kevin Durant is never happy wherever he goes. Never happy. Nope. Never. And this is good about the Saints. Bad quarterback play, step back on D, and outbursts by players just some of what kept, especially when your quarterback's going against your head coach, I know bad things are happening. So, and they talked about that Malik Neighbors could be the number 1 wide receiver taken in the draft instead of Rome Odunze from Washington. Malik Neighbors last 5 years of college football, most receptions at 20-plus yards over the last 5 years. Malik Neighbors had 34 20-plus yards over the last while he's at LSU, tying Jamar Chase. He did it this past year, 34 catches over 20 yards. Jamar Chase in 2019. Jordan Addison did 33 in 2021 at Pitt. And Devontae Smith had 30 at Bama in 2020. Odunze had 26 this year. And CeeDee Lamb at Oklahoma had 26 at Oklahoma. They say this kid, Malik Neighbors, is the real deal. So just for you, JD, I'm watching episode 1 of Brother's Son tonight. You know what? I love you, man. You just no, but I don't want to take you away from your Law and Order, because I know you're in your PJs, you're in your Jet PJs, and you got your hot cocoa with the marshmallows. I want you to enjoy yourself, sitting there sipping your not too hot there. Let's keep it and your little Jets pajamas on. You got your you should have a dog, dude, but you're never home enough. But I could see you with a dog and having a cool name. You see, I had a bulldog with my ex-wife, and what I really wanted to name was Shaka Khan, but we named her Peanut because she looked like a peanut. But Shaka Khan, because then I just wanted to walk around and go, Shaka Khan, Shaka Khan, Shaka Khan. Yes, Katie and Kyrie are mental wimps. And Luka, I think, flops too goddamn much. Did you guys see last night the coach of Toronto, where they lose 133-132? He said they got 2 foul shots in the fourth quarter. Scotty Barnes, who's going to the lane, he's an all-star. He's going to be the face of the NBA. And he was pissed. They said, he's getting fined. Went off for like a minute. That was beautiful. Yeah, you're out of the apartment too much. Yeah, but I thought that was great. He's saying, how did they get 2 free throws in the fourth quarter? Yeah, I was like, dude, you got a point there, man. And Murray State's going to hire South Carolina tight end coach Jody Wright, because we're all into Murray State football. I know we're all excited. Thank you for that, Mr. Zenitz, for that little tidbit. Yeah, Darko Rajakovic was furious with the refereeing. Yeah. He went crazy. He's like, that's fucking... Oh, he was pissed. I was like, dude, you let it out. You say what's bothering you, and you get pissed off. I thought it was beautiful. I loved it. Yeah, I thought that was great. MLB is such an important... Rob's still going on in the middle linebacker. That's what I love about Rob. Like, when he's stuck on something, he's got tunnel vision, and he's going off. More people need to call out that... Yes. Call out that shit. Yeah, Davis had 41 last night. Scotty Barnes had 26. Lakers. Fuck the Lakers. I don't fucking Lakers. Ernesto. That was from before. I know, but it just popped up, dude. You see, I don't like YouTube in the respect that YouTube, it doesn't stay up. When you talk to me on Instagram, it's always showing. I got to constantly hit, and I'm behind because I got to look at both of my corners, and I don't see the things right there. If you're going to give them every call, let us know so we don't play. Great. Aaron with the take. Good going there, my man. Go. And how about Mason Rudolph is starting over Kenny Pickett? Could be done in the Steel City, and nobody would want him. Nobody would want him. I saw from Rob Perez about the Raptors coach. And the 6th highest volume 3-point shooting seasons of his career in terms of 3 points attempted a game has been in his 6th season with the Lakers. Isn't that crazy? He's now 3rd all-time in total made threes for the Lakers. LeBron, in 6 seasons, he's already 3rd all-time in made 3-pointers. It just keeps, Garrett Wilson said this was the worst season of his life. Yeah, is encouraged with the meeting, because, he needs a quarterback. And what did I see here? Okay, so the top 8 teams in the odds are from the SEC and Big Ten for next year for college football. Of the top 17 to win next year's Natty, 14 of them are from the SEC or Big Ten. The only outsiders are Florida State plus 2,000, Clemson plus 2,000, and Notre Dame plus 3,000. Utah has the shortest national title odds of any Big 12 team. They're 8,000, plus 8,000, 80 to 1, which is good. I'll tell you what, if I'm Mike Tomlin, I'm contemplating leaving. Yeah, it is. Wow, wouldn't that be crazy? He leaves? So maybe he leaves, and we get rid of Saleh, and we bring Tomlin in right away. Aaron and I go pick up Tomlin and bring him to New Jersey. Yes, that's what I like that. I like that. Oh, and then, so I forgot to talk about this. Michigan plays at Washington in a Big Ten game next October. How crazy is that? Yeah, I think that's crazy. And ESPN might reportedly doing another 8 years with the college football playoff. Give me Herbert and the Chargers and watch what he does. So wait, you say Mike Tomlin go to, I think everybody wants that job. They're talking about Harbaugh going to the Raiders. So I guess we're going to see how that goes. Yeah. Time will tell. Oh, and the college football playoff national championship, most watched in 4 years. Best audience since Clemson's LSU in year 6. Yeah. Okay. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah. All right. 4th best non-football sports telecast in 2008. Good for them. Dude, I would roll out a red carpet for Tom if you want to. Yes, me too. I'm here logged in. Okay, wait. So who's this? Noelia Burgos. I'm here logged in on my wife's name. Who's this? Oh, Josh. Well, I don't know. I saw the first thing. That's all I read. I was like, oh, why are you logged in on your wife now? How do you say? Is it Noelia? Did I say it right, Josh? That's a beautiful name, Noelia. I can sing a song. Noelia, I love you so much. You're so beautiful. You're my wife. Oh. Yeah. So everybody's birthday. I have to get everybody's birthday. I do a birthday song for everybody for their birthday. I send a text to everybody, and I send to everybody a birthday. Today's Rhonda's birthday, so I sent her. Today wasn't that great, but someone had one yesterday, and I was able to rhyme. It's your year. We'll have a non-alcoholic beer. That's what I said yesterday to Andrea. So Michigan's got 3 friends, the core 4. Oh, I did all right. All right. I just got fired at work because they heard you singing. Oh. Well, Roberto, why are you getting fired? You save the world. You make the world a better place. The Mets are not going to be that good this year, but you have a very rich owner who's going to... Yeah, I was trying to do that. I was going to bust on him. I was taking the 75 wins. How much was each win worth last season? Because what was their payroll? $374 million. But that's a lot of math for me. The funniest thing I ever saw, Saturday Night Live, it's an old episode. They always made fun of Gerald Ford because Gerald Ford tripped a lot. So Chevy Chase played the president, and they were asking him a question like, if the national deficit, and you see him like, Chevy Chase is getting all nervous. He goes, I was specifically told there'd be no math questions. Oh, February 24th. Okay, dude, you text it to him. Everybody put your birthdays on the text, and then I'll put it in my phone. So I have everybody's birthday. Yeah, because I get upset if I miss birthdays. And if I'm on fire, I can go on for a long time. But you'll all get one. I promise. Josh logged in at first. I was like, wow, did Josh get a sex change in the last hour? And if he did, nothing, and there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, you know what? It's okay. I love you anyway. You know? Yeah, okay. I'm rambling, dude. I mean, I'm a little, yeah. I don't know. I'm a little crazy. Yeah. So what did I see? Oh yeah, that's about the call. I don't care about that title game. Don't care. The closer. Oh yeah, the ratings. Blah 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 blah. Don't care about that. Wolverines. Yeah. 0-2. Hey, listen, and they're still going to talk about the scandal. We'll see what happens there. But they got the win. Michigan was going crazy. She was happy. So happy. And yeah, I forgot about February 2022. Harbaugh was boarding a plane to go to Minnesota Vikings job. Thank God that didn't happen. I think he could leave. I really think he could leave. Yeah. What about Stroman? So the Yankees don't want him, but he wants to come to the Yankees. You don't want Stroman. That's toxic. He's an asshole. I'm not a Stroman fan. No. And Robin, no, that Japanese pitcher is waiting for a physical. He's going to be signed by the Cubs, right? Whose name I can't pronounce. But, yeah, he's, I guess we're going to see. Oh, and then I read a thing about this kid Jones, the first-round draft pick Jones, who's got the same build as, like, Judge. And they said that his, Stroman is a dingleberry. But that they said he is very fast. He can run the bases. He can play center field, where I'm very nervous about Judge playing center field this year. And they think that Dominguez can move to left, and that Jones could be playing for the Yankees in a couple years, and that he's a full fly ball by a left-handed hitter in the Bronx. Best outcome a player can have is StatCast rents Yankee Stadium as the second easiest park to hit a home run to right field in behind the Great American Ballpark in Cincy. So I thought, okay. So I read about this guy Jones. I thought that was kind of cool. Read that today. Yeah. What did yeah. So Davis had 41 in the game. So I always have to. I am constantly looking up. We do need pitching. I always look up now. What is Barrett and Quickly doing? So Barrett played 35 minutes last night. 10 for 13, 1 for 3 from 3, 23, 10 rebounds, 5 assists, and Quickly had 21. 5 rebounds, 5 assists. So Quickly played 26. Barrett played 35. Monty, no, why not? Why? I go after Monty. You think because he wants a longer deal? Oh, and you know what's his name? The guy for the Dodgers. They dropped the charges of. Remember he didn't. Julio, is it Urias? Is that his name? That they dropped the battery. what's it called? You guys know what I'm talking about. Beating up his, reportedly beating up girlfriend or wife. They dropped the charges. He was up for a $200 million contract. That's not happening now. And college basketball, I know you guys aren't, but Purdue lost to Nebraska by 16 yesterday, and Houston, number 2 team, lost to an unranked Iowa State. So 2 unranked. Who's going to cost 27? Monty, who cares? Dude, it's the Yankees. Yankees can afford $27 million. Just talk to Rob. See, he's got the owner with all the cash. He's got all the money. If I'm doing Paisano passer, he's got all the money. That's what he had said to me. You look at my owner's got all the money to spend. Yeah, all the money you spent, 75 and 87 last year. Money don't mean shit. Look, it's always the small market teams that win the goddamn games. Pisses me off all the time. Yeah. Anunoby is the first player in NBA. Now, I don't know if this is, I saw this from a guy. I said, I got to ask you guys if this is true. Anunoby is the first player in NBA history to have a plus minus of 100 plus in his first 5 games with a team. I was like, I don't know about that. Yeah. Oh, yeah. And this is freaking Kyrie douchebag. We know they're coming in with the utmost energy. They got a great point guard, Jalen leading them. Other guys that are filling in the roles. They have a big trade, so we get first look here at home against the Knicks. Looking forward to the challenge. And he's holding a basket. He's just a douchebag. He's just an asshole. You know what? I got the whole thing with Rob because New York Mets News put that that Alonso next year, which he said is what about the Padres? What about the Padres? What I missed there? That what was I saying to you? That did the Padres just do something? Did I miss something about the Padres? What I miss? But that Alonso, he's got Boris, and Rob thinks it's 80-20 that he comes back. Nah, yeah, Kyrie's top. Harden's just annoying. Kyrie talks too much. Kyrie's just annoying. Just thinks he's the smartest guy in the room. And he went to Duke, which just adds more to the situation. But what was I talking about? Shice. What I was talking about. I was looking at Kyrie. Oh, yeah. So he said 80-20 that he comes back, resigns with the Mets. And I go, he's got Boris. I mean, he's going to want 10 years. And I know the Mets have the money, but are the Mets going to do that? I mean, that's what we're going to find out. Yeah, but I don't know what he said. But there's something up with the Padres that I missed? Yeah, Alonso. I mean, that's the thing. He signed a new agent. He got Boris. Boris isn't going to let him sign like a 2-year contract. Boris is going to get him to sign. I think they're going to lose him. I think it's 50-50. 50-50. Rams have won 7 of the last 8. Yeah, I said 50-50. Rob said 80-20 that he'll stay. I go, no. Tyler Higbee's coming. There's a lot of guys injured in the playoffs, but Rams, I forgot, won 7 of 8. You're calling it now. Okay. Yeah, so the guy that the Cubs are, Shota Imanaga is agreed with the deal. He has to pass a physical on Thursday. Terms of the deal were not immediately known. He is 30, known as the throwing philosopher, 64-50, 3.18 ERA in Japan's Nippon Professional Baseball, having played with the Yokohama Dana Bay Stars since 2016. He pitched 6 innings in the World Baseball Classic last year, 2 runs, striking out 7, and he's made the NPB All-Star Game twice in 2019 and 2023. Okay, cool, man. Yeah, Martindale had left Baltimore after disagreements with John Harbaugh. I did not know that. Yeah, last time, Conforto. And then Conforto, didn't he set out a whole goddamn season? Yeah. Kev has Steelers Bucks in the Super Bowl. Kev, whatever you're smoking, it is too strong. You need to get a better strain, a lighter strain. Steelers Bucks. Wow. I have Lions beating the Chiefs, so I must have been smoking the same shit. Wow, Kev, I'm impressed. But I want to know what Josh is talking about the Padres. That's what happened with the Padres, dude. Oh yeah, and I didn't know this, Rob, that when they lost 49-17 at Dallas in Week 10, gave up 640 yards, second most in franchise history, and the most by the Cowboys in any game in their history. Pass me some, yeah, exactly. What the hell is that? I was like, holy shit. Bucks, Steelers, but he didn't say he was going to win. Kev, who's winning the Super Bowl? You just said Bucks, who's winning it all? Oh, but you just said Steelers, Bucks. I still want to know what Josh is talking about the Padres. I'm like, whoa, I mean about the Padres. Yeah, well, I got some other Knicks stats here. Yeah, Nebraska, Boilermakers' second loss. I have that. Kyrie can go kiss my ass. Yeah, they're not even playing good ball. Yeah. Marcus Smart, last 3 games, 23, 25, and 9. 20 plus in 3 consecutive games. First time in his career. All right. And this is from Arbitrary Analytics. I had him on, Eric talking. Nebraska's 16-point win against Purdue is the 5th highest point differential against the number 1 team since 2010. UMBC win over Virginia is the only higher margin of victory of an unranked team over a number 1 team in that time span. So thank you for that. Arbitrary Analytics, good shit. Really good shit. Browns are the dark horse. Okay, so who do you got? Josh, who do you got? And we were talking about Embiid with Rob yesterday, and Embiid is out tonight versus the Hawks due to left knee swelling, which I thought was kind of interesting. We're talking about him, and then he goes out with left knee swelling. Yeah, I thought that was kind of interesting. The dark horse. But who's your... Oh, in college football next year? Week 1, Georgia versus Clemson in Atlanta, Notre Dame at Texas A&M, Penn State at West Virginia, Miami at Florida, and Sunday, LSU versus USC in Vegas. Thank you, Stuart Mandel, for that one. And Aziz Al-Shair, Titans franchise record for tackles in a single season with 163. Why am I telling you that? Because I said, hey, I want to talk to you about your training regimen and what you got planned for next season. That's what I was like. I want you on a future show. He did not answer me. Since the trade, the Knicks have a 122.05 offensive rating and a 101.3 defensive rating for a 21 plus 21.2 net. Thank you, Brett Usher, for that. Okay, I think Dallas wins it all. This is their year. I don't. No. Dallas ain't winning shit. Not with Jerry Jones. There's a curse on him. Okay, Kev has not answered me. I don't know what happened with the Padres. Knicks win. Good for them. Jonathan Huberdeau has 6 points in his last 6 games. The Flames. So he's getting some points. He's getting paid a shitload of money. Josh Allen told Tua after the game, we'll see you guys again. Huh? We'll see you in a couple weeks. Really? I don't see that happening. No, not even close. Not even close. Nope. A big nope. I'm telling you, man, this is the easiest. But they still got to beat Dallas. So this was kind of cool. Michigan sent me this. Drew Fortescue and Team USA clinched at win the World Juniors over Sweden January 5th. He went to Don Prosco Prep in Jersey. He went to the U.S. National Team Development Program and he drafted by the Rangers. His brother Billy went there, graduated in 88. The dad 88. Will in 2020. Jack in 2025. Jimmy in 91. Yeah, so I guess a lot of them went to play at Don Bosco Prep. I wanted to get them on a future show. Don Bosco Prep. I was like, oh, let's make that happen. Yeah. Josh didn't answer me what happened with the Zegras went out, lower body injury for the. I was like, God damn it. I was like, God damn it. He just came back and now he's hurt again. Yeah, I did a lot of podcasts yesterday, guys. Spoelstra got his contract extension. I think that was a good pickup. Good thing for him. Brandon, thanks for coming on the show yesterday. It was a lot of fun. You got to get Kev on for a talk for a while. Dolphins are signing Justin Houston. They're banged up at the edge position. We'll see what happens there. The Lakers want Zach LaVine and his $40 million would likely reacquire D'Angelo Russell to make that happen. Would likely reacquire D'Angelo to be included as well. Yeah. I guess we'll see what happens on that front. Yeah, I agree with you, Aaron. Top 3 coaches. Yeah. They talked about him getting rid of the defensive line coach for the Giants. Talked about Shota Imanaga. Day'Ron Sharp has been diagnosed with a hyperextended left knee. He'll be reevaluated in 2 weeks for the Nets. That does not bode well for them. Oh, so this is from Rolfo announcing. Aaron Rodgers says, I'm not stupid enough to accuse you of that without absolutely zero concrete evidence. He gives his side of the controversy with Jimmy Kimmel. Eric Slater wrote, Aaron Rodgers, I'm not stupid enough to do exactly what I did. He's a fucking douchebag. And what did he say? That we're all in the hot seat next season? Shut the fuck up, Aaron. You know what? You talk so much shit. Just shut up. I'm just tired. Play football. The season's over. I don't need to hear anymore. Just go away. Yeah. And Draymond Green vows to cut out antics. He says, I cost my team enough. Yeah. Okay. Draymond. Yeah. Now all of a sudden you're getting wiser to that you can't keep doing this shit. So Michigan sent me this. In 2020, Michigan was 2-4. Harbaugh was coming off 5 straight losses to Ohio State. They agreed to a pay cut salary from $8 to $4 million. Since then, they're 40-3, 40 wins, 3 losses, 3 straight for Ohio State and won the Natty. I would say things worked out. I'm a Jets fan, as you know. Aaron Rodgers got to shut the fuck. Yes, Shut the fuck up. It's like, enough already, dude. You just don't shut up. Yeah, they just doesn't shut up. He's like, he's got diarrhea of the mouth, diarrhea of everything. I'm like, dude, I don't care. I don't care anymore. I'm like, oh my God. Yeah, Falcons. What a shit show that organization is. Oh, and Titans GM Ron Carthon, Maurice's son, says he and Mike Vrabel never had any issues. We were in lockstep. I want to finally dispel that. I wish Vrabel nothing but the best. I consider him a friend. Well, yeah, you're a friend, but you got to get the fuck out of here. Listen, he didn't have a good quarterback. He didn't have Tannehill, and I'd like to see what he could have done next year with a whole season with Will Levis. So we're going to see what happened. Yes, Aaron, I totally agree with you. I wish he wasn't on the team. Yeah, exactly. And interesting, I saw this. So Rams with Puka Nacua without Cooper Kupp. So in weeks 1 through 4, they were fourth in points per game, almost 24, and second in efficiency with over 20. Together, the went down almost 8 points a game. And Kupp, so it's interesting. The number Cooper Kupp, without Cooper Kupp, Nacua put up fantastic numbers. Rest of the season, all the numbers were down with Cooper Kupp back in the lineup, which means Cooper Kupp's playing somewhere else if they can dump that contract. And Puka Nacua is going to be the guy now. Cooper Kupp will go somewhere else. Listen, imagine him Jets pick up Cooper Kupp with Garrett Wilson next season. Oh, I would love that one. Oh, yeah, and exactly. Aaron, that is a hot take. Maybe the Jets GM Rodgers would want him. Yes. I agree with you. They're not a strong enough a franchise, Aaron, to withstand that bullshit. I totally agree with you on that front. Totally agree with you. Yeah, and I talked about Hugh Freeze calling his own plays. Yeah, that's the beginning of the end for usually guys. Everybody could use Cooper Kupp. Everybody could use Cooper Kupp. Everybody. There's not a team that could use him. You couldn't use him. Yeah, Wink Martindale, yeah, that did not end well. And Ted Nguyen said that J.J. McCarthy should spend another year in college. I totally agree with that. It's going to be freezing in Kansas City. Yeah, me too. Aaron, we always agree. We do. Yeah. He talked about Jimmy Kimmel. Just shut the fuck up. Just shut up. Just shut up. I'm happy for Rachel Bolkovic. She's going to be in charge of the minor league system with the Marlins. And did you see this? Did I talk about this yesterday? Because I did too many shows. Georgia players, when they beat? They beat Florida State. Was it 63-3? Wasn't it 63-3 in the Orange Bowl? We're eating chicken wings during the game on the sidelines. Chicken wings on the sidelines during the game. During the game. I mean, if that's not a big fuck you to anybody, chicken wings on the sideline. Like, hey, you know what? We're blowing them out. Game's over. Let's eat some chicken wings. Holy shit. I was like, wow. Wow, that's embarrassing. Yeah, Rob, that's, wow. I was just like stunned. Chicken wings. Wow. Mike Norville. I mean, that's like, wow. Yeah, no, I keep saying wow, but I just, like, when I heard today that Saban was retiring, that was a big wow. Yeah, and Zach Rosenblatt, I agree that Mike Vrabel, they are going to regret this, the Titans. Now, Aaron Schatz had schedule rank for this year's top quarterbacks based on average pass defense of opponents, one being the hardest. So Tua went against the sixth hardest defense on his schedule this year. Jackson was 12th, Stafford 14th, Allen 15th, Goff 18, Purdy 21, Mahomes 23rd, Prescott 32nd, and Bryce Young was 29th. One being the hardest. So Tua played a tough schedule this year. Yeah, that's on the coaches. Aaron, I agree with you. I agree with you big time in that front. And J.J. Watt's response to TJ being ruled out. Think they notice? Yeah, they're going to. Yeah, I think he's going to try to play. What do you say with Lamar? Oh, Lamar was 12th, I think. 12th. Only the Mets and Yankees outspent the Padres in 2023. Padres are scaling back player expenditures, and their owner died. So I would think that's the case. Yes. Vrabel's gone. I talked about him. Have my headband on. A couple happy birthdays yesterday, Darlene. And now all these guys are up for being interviews. I mean, all these Panthers, I guess they're going to hire a GM before they hire a coach. Now, this I saw. Jeff Goodman, St. John's coach Rick Pitino has notified the Big East office that he wants to play the home game against UConn at Carnesecca Arena next year to honor Louis Carnesecca on his 100th birthday, source told the Messenger. I like that. You stub your toe, you all right there, man? Oh, really? Are you joking or are you making a joke? Did he really stub his toe? Oh, dude, get some ice on that. All right, hope you're okay. Hope you're okay. Yes, yeah. He's hilarious today. He's making jokes, making tons of jokes today. Everybody's a jokester. Yeah, and Antonio Pierce would be a top target for a defensive coordinator of the Giants. All right, I guess we're going to see. Oh, this is what I was talking about on Company of Jace. NBA Central. There's a truism in the NBA scouting world. Don't sign Heat role players. If Miami is letting them go, it's for a reason, and they tend to overperform for Coach Eric Spoelstra. Thank you, Eric Pincus. I was trying to talk about that yesterday. You really? Yeah. Well, dude, it's okay. You can cry on here. Ron Rivera could be the defensive coordinator for the Giants. I know about that. Jets are playing good hockey. Winnipeg 6 straight wins. 10-0-2 in the last 12. That was a great post you put up about Heat role players. Yeah, I tried, but nobody responded. But it was really for the guys here. But I don't want to feel like I'm not contributing to Company of Jace. So I'm sometimes like, you know it is. Yeah, so yeah, they're 10-0-2 their last 12. Miami role players, don't go after it. Don't do that. Don't do it. Don't do it. Yeah. Oh, Kevin Durant on James Harden and his departure from the Brooklyns. This is from Clutch Points. No doubt that I was pissed about the situation. I'm sure he was pissed about having to move teams again. When the smoke clears, you realize that somebody you came into the league with, somebody I really, really love as a brother. I want what's best for him and his family going forward. Shut the fuck. Really? Want the best? Harden can't stay anywhere. Pisses everybody else off. Hero will be a 0 outside of Miami. Yes, he will, Aaron. I totally agree with that. The Billy Reinhart said the Nets had a 36-16 records in games where both Kevin Durant and James Harden played in the 20, 21, and 21-22 seasons. 692 winning percentage, 57 win pace. What if? That's a big what if, Mr. Reinhardt. Big, big, big what if. What could have been. I can't wait for KD and Harden to retire. Yeah. We'll throw them we should have a Company of Jace party for when they retire. And we should make little you know what we should do, guys? We should get piñatas up with their faces on them, and we could just beat the shit out of the piñatas. We should have a retirement piñata party. I think we should just do it now. That's a good idea. Get pizza. I don't drink, but you get some beer, non-alcoholic beer. Kev can have some of his strain. We'll all go a little crazy. You know, I mean, I think that's a good idea. Bunch of punks. Yeah, bunch of punks. I agree. Totally agree on that front, man. Bunch of punks. Punk ass bitches. Oh, yeah, and Michigan allowed the 10.4 points this year. 2011, Bama gave up 8.2 points per game. Damn, Bama had some good years, man. Thank you, Josh DeBoe, for that. Okay, wait, I saw something out of the corner of my eye. What did Rob say? Pinata party. He loves it. Ben Simmons? Oh, come on. Of course we do. Of course we do. Yeah. Yeah. And I guess, Michigan's had a good year. Lions win the NFC North. Michigan wins the Big Ten and wins the Natty. And I have them winning it all. Thank you, Tim Murray, for that. I do. I have them winning it all. Most wins first 2 seasons with the team. Kalen DeBoer, 25 since the AP poll era in 36. Kalen DeBoer, 25. Lincoln Riley won 24 his first 2 years at Oklahoma. So did Mark Helfrich, who kind of flamed out at Oregon. Then Urban Meyer at the Ohio State, and Larry Coker at Miami. But he had players from other teams. Scott Van Pelt called Kirk Herbstreit the face of the sport. Face of what? Come on, man. Come on. Face of the sport. I can't stand Scott Van Pelt. Just bothers me. He really does. I just find him really annoying. I really do. He's just this bald-headed weirdo. I'm not a fan. Yeah, they had a bowl record 301 rushing yards in the and Washington had 303 total yards. And that's their first outright national championship, their second Big Ten school to win a championship. Ohio State in 2002, Miami got a shitty call in the end zone and should have won the goddamn championship. Jim fucking Tressel with his sweaters on. I couldn't stand that fucking team. The U got fucked that year. Fucked, I tell you. Bullshit. That was the worst call ever in the end zone. They called a pass interference. Yeah, Harbaugh. You know what? I wonder who replaces Harbaugh. They said, Rob, they're saying Moore, the offensive coordinator. That's who Michigan wants as the new head coach. That's who he wants. Yeah, all right. Most rushing. I'm sorry, they ran 303. 303, and Washington had 301 total yards. All right, you want to come on, Aaron? Yeah, listen, I had some other stuff to talk about. I don't really give a shit. Yeah, you want to come on? Come on. Okay, so if you come on, we're done with YouTube. Come on, you come on right now. Yeah, let's do it. Come down. And then I'll do some trivia questions. I got to go to the bank. I got to get money for the cleaning woman. So if you want to come on, let's do it. Do it. All right. Well, he hasn't come yet. Yeah, Michigan, national champs. Congrats to you guys. Taking all these pictures. Deleting all. Yeah, Michael Penix, 27 of 51, 255, touchdown, 2 interceptions. And I don't know, does it hurt his draft stock? Because every guy gets, there was pressure on him all game. Does it mean he's not going to be a good NFL? They're making it sound like he's going to be not be a good. I was more pissed off that the running back Donovan Edwards got 4 carries the rest of the game. He runs 2 touchdowns in the first quarter and he gets 4 carries the rest of the game. Well, what the fuck, man? I know they had Blake Corum, but Donovan Edwards should have got more carries. Yeah. Yeah, and they said the trenches. Michigan won in the trenches, man. They control both lines of scrimmage. They did. You know who they're saying too? The Grizzlies might be in the Luke Kennard for the Grizzlies, 49 on 3 since joining Memphis. And he's a team option next year for 14.8. That's a guy you maybe look at for the Knicks. A guy can shoot some. Oh, I have to send you an invite? No. Okay, hold on a sec. No, okay, hold on a sec. Oh, wait, I just did. I just invited you. Invited. You're invited there. I just did. Got to come on. All right. 3rd national championships, first since 1997. 6th team to go 15-0. First Michigan team to go 15-0. Most in Big Ten history. Well, they played 15 games. Oh!
There he is.
There he is. All right, guys, we're going off. We're going off.